Hello, good afternoon to everyone. It's me, Thales. This is my channel about English language. You know, my channel has videos ranging from basic to advanced. So I cover English grammar, English vocabulary, idioms, phrasal verbs, you name it. Everything related to English, right? I have 4 different playlists. 2 of them about vocabulary and the other 2 English grammar. Basic grammar and basic vocabulary are playlists aimed at beginners. They have explanations in Portuguese, they are very straightforward to follow, and if it's your first time with the language, I highly recommend that you access that playlist. On the other hand, we have intermediate advanced grammar, right? Which has explanations in English only, and advanced idioms vocab, which covers vocabulary, and I explain many words, many expressions. Each video of a vocabulary playlist focus on one expression or one phrasal verb or an idiom, and then I give a set of 5 examples so that you can understand better the meaning of them. Before we begin, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and give the thumbs up if you enjoy the content from my videos. I record videos almost every day, mostly during weekdays. On weekends, depending on the day, I don't record, but don't worry. Okay, let's get going into today's study. We were studying last video. We were studying the comparisons, right? I guess the last few videos or comparatives. And today I will start explaining to you about comparison of equality, okay? Bob is as intelligent as Mary. He is richer than me. I am not as rich as Rick. Let's explore these 3 examples. First, Bob is as intelligent as Mary. So this is a comparison of equality, which use as, adjective, and as, okay? So there is no secret. It's very easy to identify the comparison of equality when you have as and as. But we also have the comparison like this. When you want to say that someone is not as rich as someone else, for example. I am not as rich as Rick, which implies that he is richer than me. So that's the meaning of this sentence. When you say someone or somebody or something is not as something or somebody, something as something else, it means that you have an inequality comparison, right? We will see some more examples. He doesn't know as many people as she does. Okay, so when I say he doesn't know as many people as she does, what does it mean? It means that she knows more people, right? She knows she is more popular, she's more influent, she has more connections, okay? So he doesn't know as many people as she does. When you see here, we have the negative, right? He doesn't know as. So it's not an equality comparison. We have as as, but we have the verb in the negative. Another example. The restaurant wasn't as crowded as it was last week. Okay, so the restaurant wasn't as crowded. Crowded, it's when I want to say that the restaurant has many people. But here I'm saying that the restaurant wasn't as crowded as it was last week. So what's the meaning? How we can interpret this sentence? We can say that last week, the restaurant, we could say last week, it was more crowded. It had more people last week than this week, okay? I didn't do as well in the exam as I had hoped. Here we have the simple past, okay? I didn't do. Do here is the main verb. Didn't is the auxiliary verb in the simple past. I didn't do as well in the exam as I had hoped. So I had the expectation to perform well in the exam. When you say you didn't do well in an exam, it means that you had a very poor grade. You did very poorly. You did very poorly. You had a bad performance. It wasn't enough, okay? So I didn't do as well in the exam as I had hoped. So my expectations, I was hoping to get a good grade, but the result, reality, the result of the test was that I didn't do as well, okay? It isn't so cold as last weekend. I'm saying that this week is not so cold as last weekend. So you can use so plus adjective plus as, or you can use as plus adjective plus as. And remember, you can also say not as or not so plus adjective plus as. So it's possible to use these combinations, remembering that when I say not here, it may imply that either the verb is in the negative. For example, here, it isn't as cold or it isn't so cold, right? Negative plus so, or negative plus as. And here we have another example. I didn't do as well. So didn't is a verb in the negative, okay? All right. In the last few videos that I've been recording about comparisons, I also mentioned the word less. Less is the opposite of more, okay? So while in the comparison of superiority, we have the adjective followed by er plus than, or we have more plus adjective plus than. The comparison of inferiority, we have less plus adjective plus than, right? So it's very easy. Let's see some examples, okay? She spends less money than me. How is your relationship with money? Do you spend more money than your friend? Do you spend more money than your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or your girlfriend? You name it. Here we have, she spends less money than me. It means that I spend more money than her, okay? It has the same meaning. I spend more money than her. All right? Let's see some more examples with S and S, okay? Can you send me the report as soon as possible? Can you send me the report as soon as possible, please? Right? As soon as possible. Or you can say ASAP. In Portuguese, some people like to use this expression. Yes, we have problems like that in Portuguese. Many people use expressions from English language, and I don't think it's a good idea to use English words when we have Portuguese words. Actually, I don't like very much the idea of speaking Portuguese. Yes, it's one of my languages, right? It's my mother tongue, but I don't like it very much. But I have to speak it, and I have to be good in speaking in Portuguese, writing correctly. It's important. But when you mix the languages, oh my God, I don't like when people do this. Okay, what else? She got here as fast as she could. Okay, so I asked her to come here. It was an emergency, or I asked her to come as quick as possible or as fast as she could. See? It's another way. You can eat as much as you like. Okay, so you go to a party, make yourself comfortable, or you go to a friend's house and they are eating something, having a snack, and you look at all the delicious things, and then he says, you can eat as much as you like. It means that you can eat at your heart's content. It doesn't matter how much food you eat. It's impolite to eat as much as you like, but you can eat as much as you like if it's really someone you're close to, okay? If you are close to these people. But of course, when you go to a restaurant, it's a situation, you don't know the people, so it's advisable to be as polite as possible, right? Not to overeat or to burp at the table, okay? All right, people, that's it. Next video, we will continue talking about it. We haven't finished yet. Actually, we have a lot of content to cover. We are far from finishing covering these topics, okay? See you next time. I hope you enjoyed my video. Next week, or this week actually, we are in Sunday, right? Or we are on Sunday, actually, on Sunday. We are on Sunday, right? Before days of the week, we use on. Before days, before months, we use in. We are in April. Today is April 11th. All right, people. Bye-bye.